American woman, stay away from me. American woman, honey, let me be. Hello, aLL 1978. Welcome, welcome. I guess the notification went out today. We'll see. It's okay. People starting to come on in. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Nose Little 2. Hey, how you doing? All right. Thank you. I like that song as well. I just heard it. It was stuck on my mind. Kevin Scott, how you doing? G-Dog, what's going on? Welcome, everybody. Myra Dillahunty, hello, hello. Hilda McKenzie, Myra, glad to make you smile. All right, welcome, everybody. Well, this is Brian Anthony reporting for duty. Brian Anthony reporting for duty with Beyond Babbitt. Happy Thursday, Sterling. Hello, Sean Stover. And we're live. Yeah. Do me a favor, smash that like button for me, man. We got to get this one out there. We got to get this one out there, guys. Well, let's go ahead and jump right into how's everybody doing today. Hope it was a lovely spring day to everybody else like it was here. Man, feel good, still feels good. Oh, it's Wednesday? Who was that just told me it was Happy Thursday? I was thinking that too, man. I'm ready for the weekend. I got to be watching around here what's going on. All right, Hilda McKenzie. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. We're just going to hit all the points. Now, of course, the topic, we'll get to the topic probably last. But the news, the weather report is saying Nebraska, Kansas, Missouri, and Iowa are all being flooded right now. Major flooding, major flooding in those 4 states, and they're saying it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. So all the prepping talk we've done, and by the way, guys, I left the video. If you haven't seen the video I did a month or so ago, maybe 2 months ago, called 90 days. It's in the description box down below. I left it again for you because that 90 days is almost up. So just people was telling me, oh, don't set days, don't set days. Whew. I wish I was wrong. So the flooding, guys, is actually, you're right. I didn't get to see who said it, but no food. That's what's gonna happen. I watched the video. I should have loaded that. I watched the video yesterday from Venezuela. Oh man, man, it's getting so bad. They done looted all the stores. They done looted all the corporations, all the companies. What's going on, Michael Bennett? They done looted everything. And then when there's nothing else to loot, they cut through the wall and the ceilings to get the copper, stripping the copper out of the buildings. And then after that, they just set it on fire. I mean, the whole freaking mall. I mean, just, woo, it's looking bad. It's looking bad. Yes, Devil Dog, Russian troops are in Venezuela. So, and the individuals, all right, Nose Too Little. Thank you so much for that. I needed that. So, they're armed guards, but the armed guards are civilians. They're protecting their property, the buildings, the businesses, homes, just guys dressed in regular clothes, you know, just like we would be, but they have guns, and they're letting nobody in. Nobody's coming in here because they done tore up everything else. I mean, once they break in and start looting, they loot the shells, then they take whatever's left. They take all the metal. I mean, they just strip it bare. They strip it down to the sheetrock, baby. And then they cut through that to get the copper and stuff out of there. Man, that's terrible. So, man, I'm going to say it again. If you haven't got your food and preps and stuff stored up, get that together. So, yeah, guys, today's been tough for me, man, but I don't even really want to talk about it. You know, just some stuff we got to endure. Well, since you said that, aLL, they have a Russian plane that's going to be flying over the U.S., a surveillance plane. And that's something in the law that's written that they're allowed to do that. So it's basically like a spy plane. They get to fly over the U.S. to find out some things because it's getting close. So there is troop movement in Venezuela. There was another, yeah, Devil Dog, that's why I named it that. So troop movement in Venezuela, and there was a major power outage all across the country, all across Venezuela. Again. So there's no internet, no power. I mean, it's in bad shape. So even if something was happening, and individual journalists or individual reporters, no social media, all that's out. All that's out in Venezuela right now. And the locals are saying it's sabotage. They're saying it's sabotage. I wonder who would sabotage Venezuela. Let me guess. So before we get to the topic that I named this after, Modi came out this morning, Prime Minister Modi in India, and made an important announcement. It was in his native tongue, but it was translated, so I was able to understand it. And they have a new missile. The Indians have a new missile, the real Indians in India, and they shot down a satellite in outer space. They shot down a satellite. And they said it was the satellite was in low Earth orbit. Modi said there are only 3 other countries that have that capability. That's the US, China, and Russia. Modi said India is now a space power. So I guess that's what they're calling them now. They're not superpowers anymore. Once you have a missile that he launched it from Earth, and it's like a 3-phase rocket, and then they found it and they locked on the satellite and blew it to bits. Success. And he said it took 2 minutes, only 2 minutes. How fast was that freaking rocket flying? It got up there and it knocked that satellite out. Boom! Success. And he made it clear. He's like, we're not trying to threaten anybody. He said, we're not, our capabilities. Hello, Dave M12758. He said, our capabilities is not to threaten any particular nation. He just wanted to announce to the world that India, the new India, is now not just a world power or superpower, it's a space power. It's a space power. They're saying their weapons are advancing very quickly. Their new military is going to be powerful. I guess they're ramping up quickly because they don't want to be overrun by China. India and China. India is probably the biggest opposition to China. And China was trying to get around about using Pakistan. But I think they're slick to that. Because they had a standoff last year at the Doklam region. It happened twice. And they actually got to fighting, almost got to shooting at each other. And they had what you call a Mexican standoff. The troops locked arms, and some got to fist fighting and scuffling, and nobody shot with the rifles or the tanks because both sides had put tanks on the border. So Modi is saying, look, I think they still have elections coming up real soon. Modi's saying, look, we're not going to be no punk. We're not going to be no punk for China. And in other words, he must have heard my program, and I said India by itself could not stand up against China, could not stand up against Russia, could not stand up against the U.S., and Pakistan would give them a run for their money, and could not stand up against Iran. Well, Modi's going to change all that because they have the numbers. They have over 1 billion people in India. They're right behind China. They're the second most populous country, second most populous nation in the world today. So now they're pretty technical savvy, technology, pretty savvy, pretty smart. They help Russia with the hypersonic missiles. They have their own. Like I said, it took 2 minutes to launch that missile and blast the satellite out of the sky. Now let's move on to the main story. President Trump said today, he said, Russ has to leave Venezuela. They asked him about it. He said, they know it. They said, have you tried to tell him? He said, they know it. All options are on the table. All options are on the table. So they showed the Russian troops. Troops had ski masks over their face. You know, like the SWAT teams do here in the U.S. Fernando Aguilar, how you doing? Aguilar, okay, how you doing? So they had, you could see nothing but their eyes. You know it's serious when the military wears those things because they don't want to be identified. Because they know that the U.S. has, I will say gang stalkers, but I'm going to say black ops there. Where if you can identify these certain troops, they're gonna suicide themselves in the middle of the night. Oh, what happened to that one? Oh, he died. Oh, this one here shot himself in the back of the head with a shotgun. You know, stuff like that. So they're wearing the mask. You can't see nothing but eyes. Oh, man, they ready, guys. They ready. Putin is not gonna back down. They're sending in more reinforcements. They got the S-300 set up, the surface-to-air missiles. And Trump sounds like he is not gonna back down. Him and Bolton and Pompeo and Pence are dead set, dead on getting this oil, man. We're gonna get this oil. We're gonna get the oil and the gold. And we're gonna get Maduro out of there. We're gonna set up Guaido. So Trump talked to Guaido's wife today. And that's what it was about. Taking over the big V. We're getting closer to Revelation. We're in Revelation, Sterling. I agree. I just don't know if we're at Revelation 18 yet, to where Babylon is thrown down with violence and won't be found again. But tribulation has already started. It's no longer going to begin. And I don't know. Yeah, they do. They definitely have all interest in Venezuela. And that's what they said they're going to protect. But Russia, you know, Russia has... They drill deep oil well drilling at the North Pole, and everybody's trying to find oil everywhere. Everybody except China. I don't think they're drilling for oil. They just use everybody else's oil. They cut all kind of backroom deals. China's slick. They not gonna get their hands dirty. They're gonna pay somebody else to do it. But yeah. So it's not looking good, guys. It's really not looking good. Rachel Noble, I need to get one. Actually, I'm about to set that up. I don't have a link for the soaps yet. I just got the name, I believe, that I'm gonna use, and then pretty soon I'll probably be getting the website together and all that. But that's why I was doing the soaps as a free gift for, you know, if you help the channel, then I'm sending out the free gifts. And I mean, I can do that. I can do that. If you want donate $8 or more to the channel, I can send out, I think all the information is down below. I did get the Cash App. That's not down below yet. Maybe on the next one I'll load that up. Crazy, crazy. Anyway, yeah, that's what you can do. If you donate $8 or more to the channel, I can send out a free gift. But I've been getting a lot of good reviews on the soaps. A lot of good reviews. So some of the things you're saying is the smell lasts all day. You feel fresh all day. It picks you up, makes you relax. No soap scum. Exfoliate. It's great exfoliator. Number of different things. You're welcome, Rachel Noble. Number of different things. So we're moving right along. We're moving right along. But this thing with Russia, guys, it's serious. I don't know. I don't know what else can be said. Whenever we say all options are on the table, and then you got people with their military ready, bringing in more stuff, setting it up. The S-300s are set up. They're operable in Venezuela. And you tell, oh, they got to go. They can't stay there. They didn't leave Syria. They didn't give back Crimea and the Ukraine. It's looking bad, guys. It's looking bad. They got nuclear bombers down there. We sent out nuclear bombers by their border in Europe and Russia. 90 days is almost up, guys. That's why I put that video back down there. Yeah, it's an old video. It's only a couple of months old. But it's talking about this. The 90 days is almost up. And in the video, there's a link to the article that I got that from. Yeah, the Russian foreign minister, they had already had intelligence that the U.S. was going to try to depose Maduro, put in Guaido, and they had said 90 days. That's why I named it 90 days. Yeah, it's bound to get hot, devil dog. And it's almost up. If you ask me, you know, if I were to make a bet, just randomly, if it don't happen between now and April Fool's, which is what, 3-4 days from here, I'm breaking up. Uh-oh. Hello, Wendell Leslie. Okay, so if it doesn't happen between now and April Fool's a few days ago, then May Day. Sound familiar? May Day. Dark Wolf, what's going on? Yeah, a little late, but the news is good. The news is valid. Is that May 1st? I think it is. But that's always a big day for the communists to start wars, May Day. So if they're going to sneak attack us, it'll probably be then. The globalists, Ides of March. We missed that. But April Fool's is coming. So, guys, the 90 days is almost here. It's almost up. Yeah, exactly. Everybody knows. All the countries know. It's just the citizens, man. It's just some people I'm not even going to talk to anymore. You know, some of my friends, some of my family, some of my associates. You talk to them, they be like, oh, yeah, bloop it, go in here. Bloop it, go out of here. And I'm like, wasting my time. You know what I'm saying? When it happened, then you're going to be like, I thought about you. I thought about what you said. It's not the point. I'm telling you this. I'm not telling you this for you to think about me or think about what I said. I'm telling you this so you can be ready. So when it happened, you be like, go. It's go time. You know what I'm saying? If anybody's ever played sports, if anybody's ever played sports or been in combat sports or anything like that, that's why you practice. That's why you exercise. That's why you get ready. It's not the real thing. It's just practice. But you know, on game day or fight day, fight night or whatever it is, you know it's home. Shoot, you done practice all the scenarios. So whichever one they throw at you, unless they throw one that you didn't think of, you're ready. You're prepared. You have a better chance of making it through it. Everybody who just sitting on the couch and, oh, well, just tell us the date. When is it going to happen? You don't see it happening? You don't see what's happening all around you? They cutting off the food. I just found out that they're making some genetically modified. They already have the genetically modified mosquitoes. Genetically modified locusts. Ooh, don't that sound like something biblical? How the locusts, the plague of the locusts, they open up the pits of hell and the locusts come out in Revelation? They making genetically modified locusts. They're going to eat every freaking thing. Yeah, Dark Wolf. They're going to eat every freaking thing. They got the AI robots ready. Oh, man, it's a lot of stuff, man. Okay, so this next war, we're going to be in Star Wars. Yes, Rachel Noble, those who endure to the end shall be saved. Yeah, we have open borders. And speaking of that, there's another convoy on the way. A big convoy. This could be the Trojan Army. And then I just saw that they're going to release 24,000 illegals who snuck in. They said we can't hold no more. They're going to release all 24,000 into the U.S. Okay, shoot. Come back in 30 days, 90 days, 6 months or whatever, and we'll check up on you. Just going to let them in. That could be the Trojan Army, too. This thing is coming to a head. It's basically already ahead. Man, it's a few seconds to midnight, man. Few seconds to midnight. So, I just don't know what to say, guys. All I can say is, pray. If you haven't fasted, fasting is a way you basically afflict your body, but it helps your spirit. So it's like, and a lot of people say stuff like fasting. I'm going to give up TV. No. Oh, I'm going to give up drinking sodas. No. That ain't no fasting. No, that ain't no fasting. Hello from Florida, Book Addict. All right. Well, you missed a lot. You missed a lot, but it's still going. So, fasting in Scripture Maybe I need to do a show on that one day. But like David, well, it was Saul actually. You can fast from like sun up to sundown, no food, no water. You can fast for 1 full day. You can fast for 3 days. You can fast no food only, or no water only. But when you're fasting, you don't just carry on with your regular everyday activities. When you're fasting, you also have to pray. Otherwise, you're not doing any good unless you're trying to just do a cleanse your body or something. It's good for that. But if you're fasting for the purposes of getting in touch with God and getting a breakthrough, then you make whatever you decide upon. If it's you by yourself or you and a group, whatever y'all decide upon, y'all got to keep it. If it's going to be from sun up to sundown, or if it's going to be till midnight, or whatever it's going to be, don't eat or don't drink or both or whatever. If it's going to be for 1 day or 3 days, yeah, Daniel fast. Now that was 21 days. But I don't know if it was just food or if it was, I don't know how, you know what I'm saying. But he fasted and prayed for 21 days. And when you think about it, when Jesus prayed, he prayed an hour at a time. How many people you know do that? A lot of people, done, 30 seconds. What kind of relationship you gonna got? You only talk to your God 30 seconds a day. What? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, wait a minute. This orders for deployment on 3rd of April. French Guiana. Oh, Lord. April Fools then. April Fools. It may happen before May Day. So right now, the bases are loaded, batter up, chessboard is set. Somebody's got to sneak attack somebody. If you're bad, knock this stick off my shoulder. Somebody got to punch the next one in the jaw, and it starts. Because it's all been secret, blowing up this, blowing up that, sabotaging this, sabotaging that, weather warfare, all that stuff has been secret. It's been, oh, we didn't do it, because they're not wearing uniforms, they're not taking credit for it. The next thing to do, they're going to use something that is going to know, yeah, this is our missile. We signed our name on the bomb. When you find the pieces, it's going to say made in so-and-so. Next Brexit. Yeah, I did last year I did one about, I told them Theresa May wasn't letting them out. Theresa May is New World Order. I did this last May, actually. It was called, I think that's what it was, last May. And I said something about May. And it was Theresa May. She said now she's saying she's going to retire before Brexit happens. Well, yeah, I know it, because you New World Order. You suck. Yeah. So, and then, okay, so they said Trump did not collude with Russia. This was Mueller's finding, Mueller, whatever his name is. Good idea, book addict. Definitely good idea. So now all of a sudden, they're saying, oh, but it ain't over. We still investigating. We still investigating. And we're never going to go even deeper. Man, look, they finna tear this country apart. Guys, the New World Order is on the other side. It's on the other side. The way that the globalists have written it, no matter how, they even did a war game scenario. If the U.S. fought China, and if the U.S. fought Russia, they said we'd lose. Every way they did it, every time they did this war game scenario, I think they did it on the computer or whatever. We lost. The U.S. lost every time. I think it was like 4 or 5 times they did it. We lost. It don't matter, land, sea, air, we lost. That's how they designed it. That's why the last president weakened the military so bad. And that's why Trump is in such a rush trying to build it back up. And that's why they're still, even though Trump has been vindicated saying, oh, he didn't collude with Russia, they still trying to get him out of there. For what? You can vote him out. Ain't that how it works? It's supposed to anyway. I didn't get to see that. Oh, well. So, yeah, so they don't want to vote him out. They want to impeach him or arrest him or do something. They're going to tear this country apart, guys. And, woo! Oh, but you know what, Rachel Noble? You have to be careful because a lot of the goods, the foodstuffs at Walmart come from China, and China is known for making fake rice. They make rice out of plastic, and it'll kill you. It will give you cancer. The rice is fake, the cabbage is fake, the eggs are fake. Be careful. Not a problem, not a problem. Also today, I couldn't, fighter jets. Also today, they said something, guys. Yes, plastic dark wolf. That's a trip. Aldi's good. Aldi's good. I believe it's based out of Germany, but a lot of the food, even the desserts and stuff at Aldi's, pretty good. Good quality. Everything. Fighter jets practicing again, guys. So, all right, guys. So, also today, I can't see the angle of this. This is something unprecedented. Facebook has come out and announced they're no longer going to support white nationalist statements, groups, pages on Facebook. I don't understand. I mean, it's another level of censorship. I mean, definitely, I do not agree with white nationalists, but I look at it like this. Today is them, tomorrow is us. Tomorrow is me. I mean, I rarely use Facebook anyway, but that's just one of the social media platforms. They're going to start the censorship on all of the social media platforms. So, even though I don't agree with the white nationalists and their platform, I still agree they should have freedom of speech. Unless they doing terrorist threats, which is against the law, then take them to jail. We do, Wendell Leslie. We do need to start meeting up, and I'm trying to do this. Man, that's a lot of stuff has fell on me recently. Got to get through it, you know what I'm saying? Push through. That's what you got to do. Uh-oh, what is that? 5,000 friends? Wow. Yeah, I have not been active on it. And I see now that's where all the money's been made, on social media. If you're trying to do anything business related, you have to. It's like you're trapped in Babylon. You have to be on all these social medias. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, so on and so, blah, 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 blah. Like, man, I hate all that stuff. Wow. Yeah, Facebook is the devil. But I mean, that's where people are now. That's the marketplace now. It does not make you closer to God, but it can if there's the right platform out there. But they're trying to trap us in the beast. But maybe I'll do a video. The next video, if I remember, I'll load the video of what's happening in Venezuela, so we'll know what to look for if they knock the lights out here. Trump has just signed an executive order to do another. This time the military is going to do research on what a CME or an EMP will do in the U.S. Why? Why do they keep practicing on that? Why do they keep harping on that? They know it's coming. China, Russia, Iran all have EMP weapons. Oh, North Korea. I forgot about them. They have one as well. And then the CME, the sun has been throwing out CMEs, coronal mass ejections, which has the same wave pattern as an EMP, an electromagnetic pulse. And it can knock out electronics. It can leave us in the dark from the sun. So Trump is signing an executive order. He's going to spend a lot of money figuring out, I guess, how to, harden ourselves against that. I mean, we just got to prepare the best we can. Everything's falling apart. Also the thing that was showing in Venezuela, the police were no good. Police were getting shot at. Police were running. They were running. They were acting like the police didn't exist. Hold on, let's see. Definitely Rachel Noble. Well, thank you, Rachel Noble. Yeah, I was just notified also that the UN has taken over NZ. The UN has taken over NZ. You know, where they had the... So 1 week they had the... Next week they said, give them up, guys. And NZ, they didn't say, out of my cold, dead hands. They just gave them up. They're gone. Now the UN is taking over. So we know what's going to happen here once they call for them. Once the Dems get back in, Nancy Pelosi already said they're going to get them. And one of my subs the other day said they can grab it about a hot barrel. After I done spent all the John Galay, hello. Basel 3. Yeah, that's I was mispronouncing it the other day. If you're not invested in metals, you better do it. It's basically returning to the gold standard. It's going to be using the metals as money. All the major countries are doubling down, like Russia and India, China. They're buying metals, man. Gold and silver, platinum, palladium, even copper. Yeah, so when that happens, because all the fiats are going to crash. Once the US dollar, which is the world's reserve currency, crashes, the Chinese yuan was next, it's going to crash. And if they don't bring out the SDR, special drawing rights, which is a basket of currencies, they're going to go to these metals. The word for money in Hebrew is silver. It's been used since the beginning of time. Yeah, we're going, it's happening. The World Party 3 is about to get started. It ain't nothing but a party, y'all. Yeah, so I don't know, guys. I happen to like all the metals, actually. I happen to like all of them. The fiats are dead. They're already dead in the water. There's not enough. They're going to print fiats. This is what happened to the Weimar Republic. If you've never heard about the Weimar Republic, look it up. I'm sure you've heard about what happened in Zimbabwe. Same thing. Look it up. And Venezuela, just recently, last year. Look up their currency. Look what happened. You start printing it like that, then you have to have a stack this big. You know, like today, people be like, oh, I got $300,000, $100,000, stack this big. You take all that 100,000 and throw it on the counter, boop, and they give you a loaf of bread. Boop, there you go. That's all I get. I used to be able to buy a house and a car and land with this. Now I get a loaf of bread, 24 slices, if that, you know. That's fiat currency. The paper is fiat. It's not based on anything. They just hit the button on the printer. Boop. I got it. Need $1 million? I got it. And then they go buy some real stuff with fake money. Yeah, G-Dog. Anyway, guys, I just thought I'd they still spreading, man. The choo-choo train trails, man. And man, that planet has been seen a lot. There's some stuff in our solar system. Everything's gonna hit us at once. There's been a missile. They spotted a missile or something not a missile, a meteorite streaked through the sky, and all kind of stuff is happening. Everything is gonna happen at once. So it's not gonna just be one thing. So I can't tell you, all right, this is it, guys. They shot somebody in Israel today. So this is, no, they've been shooting over there. They finna start shooting everywhere. Robbery is gonna pick up. Murder is gonna pick up. Rape is gonna pick up. Crime in general is gonna pick up. Romans 8:31. I gotta look that one up. Oh yeah, right. So it's on now. The weather, volcanoes, earthquakes, floods. A lot of the weather is manipulated. A lot of the rain and the floods, it's being manipulated. They can control the weather. Yeah, the black goo. And you know what I was thinking about? Because Google is ahead of the AI, right? Because the new Google apps and stuff, the things that they're bringing out, they said it's going to read your mind. And I'm like, wait a minute, I made the connection. Black goo and Google. Black goo equals Google. Man, I know that went over some of y'all's head. If y'all don't know about the black goo, look up the black goo. It's AI. It's not artificial intelligence. It's alien intelligence. And it can read your mind, and it can shape shift, and everything that's going on now, 5G and all this stuff. AI, it's Google, it's black goo. That's what they're using. It's quantum computing. Anyway, guys, make sure you have food, make sure you have the metals, and you may have some currency on hand too, but that's going to be Sharia law. That'd be terrible, John Galay, if that wasn't to happen. But you definitely want to have something to protect your assets with. Because in Venezuela, I mean, those people there was no sleep. There was no sleep. At 1 in the evening, they was robbing and stealing. At 1 in the morning, they was robbing and stealing. You know, whenever they thought they can get something where no one would see them or catch them, that's what they was doing. You got to have 24-hour watch. I'm going to sleep 4 hours and y'all keep watch. When I'm up, y'all sleep, I keep watch. And you have to have something. If they come, you have to be able to repel them. If you just watching, oh, well, you can't do nothing. They're going to come and get it anyway. So these are the times we're in, guys. That's why Jesus said, what was that, in the book of Luke? He said, if you don't have a sword, he said, sell your coat. He said, now's the time to sell your coat and buy your sword. Words of the Messiah, not my words. But I agree 100%, wholeheartedly. Yeah, I heard about that, Sterling. Stand your ground, yeah. Anyway, guys, I guess that's all I have to say for right now. Keep your eyes peeled. This thing's going down. Nobody's gonna back down. Black spider called Venom. Wow, Courtney Bell. I need to see that movie, Venom. I saw another movie the other day where the black goo was bringing people back to life from the dead. And then they vomited on you and it turned you into the dead. Oh, man. The stuff is real, man. Look it up. Anyway, guys, this is Brian Anthony with Beyond Babbitt, over and out. Brian Anthony with Beyond Babbitt.